finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the single back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, and time is running short. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
On the run, it's Hester. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Whitaker. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Catch in the middle, it's Whitaker. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hatchett. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to East Carolina. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there. That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a direct snap. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete to the left. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30.
I love this by the offensive coordinator because as the game goes along, you see how are they going to line up when we line up in this? What coverage do they like to play? And then you can take advantage. You say, all right, the corner route is open. I'm going to hit it.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defensive backfield and play the run game, and he did quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback.
Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for a score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Flowers. Here's a hit. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we played 3 quarters. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock, or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Using his legs, it's Henry. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Snap it to the back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hester. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive and you got to make tackles.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. He'll go to the sneak. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the 4th quarter on 4th and goal. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Memphis. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stevens. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
I love the job by the receiver there on the curl route against zone coverage because he finds the soft spot, but he also does a nice job coming back to the football, and it's not easy. When your quarterback's got a cannon like this guy does, and he's throwing a bullet at you, there's a lot of guys.
Breaks into the open. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Gets it past the marker. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
Looking downfield, it's Flowers. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. And the Red Wolves trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Hatchet. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try the run. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. What a big penalty at this juncture in the game. All locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. The give out of the gun. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Running through contact. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This is an area of the field now you just cannot afford negative plays. Whether you're going to throw it or you're going to run it, you're in position right now to score points and win this game. You've got one timeout in your back pocket still.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Flowers. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play.
He lost one down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And a tremendous